Hello, everyone. So good to see you. Welcome back. We're back again for another
Yeah.
reaction.
Hi.
If you caught us earlier today, we reacted to the Sonic Central 2024 presentation, and now we're here for the state of play. Got a bit of a smaller audience here today, but we have with us Steve Bowling
Hi.
and, of course, Ash Paulson. How you guys doing?
Hello, hello. I am all right.
I'm optimistic. This is state of plays are inconsistent. But
It's putting it
there's a
nicely.
lot of potential here for what we could see. Having just announced the PS5 Pro, I'm hopeful that Sony might show off like other games that might have some improvements, specifically like Spider-Man 2. Is Astro Bot going to have anything new? Stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like I'm hopeful because they've been awfully. I thought this was going to be a super quiet year for them, and it largely has been. We got Helldivers, we got Astro Bot, but there haven't been a lot of big AAA releases coming out of PlayStation. So I'm hopeful that they have at least one big holiday game to show us.
That would
Yeah.
be nice. You mentioned Spider-Man 2, and that continues to be a huge question mark for me in terms of where is the story DLC? It feels like we should have seen a trailer or something by now, right? Like, where's that?
You
Hmm.
Maybe
know,
we'll see it today.
So it's an interesting case with Spider-Man 2 because right after it came out, people discovered a debug menu
I
within
know.
the game
Yeah.
that referenced story DLC.
Right.
So I would imagine that it has to be further along than we think, but I also wonder if the cancellation of that Spider-Man multiplayer game maybe impacted the development
Mm.
pipeline for DLC for Spider-Man 2.
That could be too. I forgot about the multiplayer Spider-Man game. That could certainly be the case.
Yeah, it's Sony's in an interesting spot this month in particular, given the roller coaster of events that's happened with certain titles and just the announcement of the PS5 Pro. So I'm just wondering what do I have to show here? I'm honestly not too uh like I don't know, excited or invested or just I don't know. There's something about Sony right now that it's just I'm not super hyped for what we might be able to see here today. I hope we see something interesting and not just like the same kind of announcements we come to expect from State of Play.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, so for me, it's an interesting focal point because I know I've been saying for a while that we needed um, a PS5 Pro, and the reason I said that was playing Rebirth earlier this year is what sold me on the fact that that needed to exist. That the limits of the existing PS5 had become apparent because I mean, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth looks muddy. It's a fuzzy game. It shows you that there are, that developers are hitting the upper limits of what the PS5 is capable of.
Hmm.
And so I'm interested to see where we go from here.
I was so thinking that from the presentation we saw of the PS5 Pro for the first time, I wasn't convinced at all that we needed anything like a PS5 Pro in the beginning. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is an interesting one because if anyone has watched the video by Digital Foundry, they made an actual much better case of how this improves upon the fidelity more so than the actual state of play itself did. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really interesting to see because obviously they've gone kind of hard in the paint on showing the PS5 Pro. They got, if I remember correctly, they got footage from Sony. Like they don't have the console yet, but they were provided with the actual like reference quality footage that wasn't YouTube compressed.
Mhm.
And they showed off like Rebirth, like you said, Daniel, looking really, really good. I didn't personally play Hogwarts Legacy, but they've also shown off some of Hogwarts, like looking just miles better. They actually said it compared to like the high-end PC graphics settings for that specific game. And the other thing is just 60 FPS, right? Like it looks better and runs at double the frame rate. And that, if you understand technologically how much horsepower is required to do that, it's pretty impressive.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, personally, for I obviously yes, Rebirth is a soft-looking game. I still thought it looked pretty spectacular, and wasn't necessarily thinking about a pro when I was playing through it. But certainly, it could and can look much better, as Digital Foundry's video has proved. But I still don't know if I actually do know that I wouldn't pay $700 for that though, plus tax.
But
I just
would you pay 1,000?
no.
Pay 1,000 instead. You have
Yeah.
physical copies.
Yeah,
Well, the
and I do have
PS5,
yeah.
the 30th anniversary PS5 Pro, which I got
that's
is
beautiful.
hot.
It is. It is.
That there's no way that's under $1,000 because it
Yeah.
comes with like a DualSense Edge, which is like a $200 controller.
Right.
Never been.
God, that 30th anniversary lineup is hot.
I've mentioned I've never been so nostalgic for something I've never owned. I never had a PS1, but there's something about that gray. There's something about gray on these Game Boy, N64 controller, and the PS1. It incites that nostalgia, but I would not pay that amount for for this sort of thing. I don't blame anybody who does, but this is a luxury item I probably do not need.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say my credit card is at the ready. Like I'm waiting for my moment to strike. Like I'm hoping
Yeah.
I get it. I've got the 20th anniversary, and I just like re-unearthed the box, and I was like, oh, it's that time again.
Oh yeah.
Also, though, it's terrifying to think it's been a decade since I bought that. Like that
Right.
made me feel old.
I hear you, man. Really quick, we've got 2 super chats from Dion Wynn. Thank you so much for $5 each. First one is, are you guys excited for Mario Party Jamboree? I feel like this is going to be one of the biggest Mario parties ever released. Personally speaking, yeah. I mean, I'm sure all of you out there, I saw the overview trailer this morning, and this is the most aggressive they've gone in terms of really reshaping Mario Party, I think, in a long time. It feels like they're really trying to expand what a Mario Party game is and can be with the competitive mode and the single player mode. And I know there have been single player modes in previous Mario Parties, but this one feels like it's more significant with like the free roaming on the boards and stuff. So personally, it feels like the most exciting Mario Party could be in a long time. What about you guys?
Brandon and I are probably the biggest Mario Party heads here.
Yeah.
We're so excited for this. It's crazy how they've taken so many aspects from across the series, even more so kind of than Mario Party Superstars, and kind of injected a little bit of each of them here. It's even from like Mario Party DS of all things.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's just so much here that I want to delve into and enjoy with people. Jamboree looks like it's going to be one of the best Mario parties that have been ever conceived. And so, yeah, they pretty much have taken what they learned with Super Mario Party, Mario Party Superstars, and just kind of injected a little bit of everything into here. And I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I gotta say, I played it at PAX, obviously, with the two of you, and I'm
Okay. Stream is starting again. We'll just be right
Hello.
into it right here.
I'm checking to see if we come back. I'm watching.
I'm watching too.
And we're back.
Yes.
We've been back for like 5 seconds.
Hi.
Sorry
Hello.
about that, everybody.
Oops.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just in time.
Chat AI responded to that very fast with F's in chat for free crash.
I know.
Yeah, we are back.
Don't worry, I rebooted everything as fast as I possibly could. I think we're all okay now. Hi.
Yeah, and with
I think we should be good.
just under a minute to spare. Real quick, Dion Win with 2 super chats that we responded to before we realized we were down for a bit. We're all super excited for Mario Party Jamboree.
Yeah.
That's the Cliff Notes version since we have 30 seconds. The win is on hold for a little bit. We just got to figure out Brandon's schedule because he's super busy, or I may start shooting solo episodes without him. But I want to talk to him before we make that decision because it's his show as well. But thank you for your interest, and I'll keep you guys updated. I'll figure that out this week for you.
Cool. And then for any other super chats that come in, we'll read them out after the show since it's about to start. Including yours, Mio.
Sure.
I see yours, and I'll read it out after the show.
Let me know
Yep.
about audio as we start on.
1.
Here we go.
It's time. Come on, start with Wolverine.
Boy.
You know, God of War on PC's out, and it's going back is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play all my PC games on an ultra wide. It's a nice way to.
hell yeah.
Ooh,
Astro
with
Bot! Please, more Astro. I just got the platinum last night, and I'm already ready for more.
They're like, hey, here's our new mascot.
I know, right?
What?
Helldivers!
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's just like PlayStation speaking to me specifically right now.
Right.
I'm with you. Come on, show me Show me some Helldivers DLC for Astro Bot.
This is probably gonna be like the most excited I'm gonna get for the whole presentation. 5
Oh,
on
you're already doing it. What? Okay. Let's go.
Let's go. Astro Bot getting new updates already.
Hey, I wasn't expecting that. I figured it was too soon.
I need to see more of these Helldive and Astro Bot.
This game is just so unbelievably excellent. Oh my god.
We need to have a whole discussion on this video.
10 new bots.
Oh my gosh, that's from
Stellar Blade. Yeah, Stellar Blade.
I love this already.
Yep, this is already a good start.
There we go.
Nice.
For democracy, baby.
Oh, that's so good.
Now I need a Helldiver Astro Bot figure.
Fall 12. Okay, so soon. Basically now. Just a matter of when.
I'm Nicholas Doucet, the studio head at Team Asobi. We couldn't be happier with the reception to Astrobot and to see how much joy Astro is bringing to homes all around the world. On behalf of Team Asobi, thank you so much. Now, we still have a few surprises up our sleeves. Today's trailer was a sneak peek at the DLC we'll release later this year at no additional cost. We'll have more to share soon. But for now,
free DLC. Let's go.
Nice.
They could have charged me for it. I would have paid.
Let us hope he's getting the spotlight like this.
To me, burnt one. If you're intending to walk the midnight walk, you better be sure to keep your spark safe and burning.
What is this? I like the art style.
Yeah,
it's like Little Nightmares or something.
While I was in the black, I had a dream. There was a monster in the woods.
Looks pretty cool.
It's like claymation. Oh,
yeah, there you go. Claymation. Yeah.
It's creepy claymation
With that
too.
specific,
Yeah.
Intentional frame rate too.
Ooh, VR.
Oh. These monster designs are.
I'm surprised we're getting PSVR.
I'm surprised you're into this, Steve, because you're not usually a big horror guy.
Yeah, but it's not realistic whatsoever.
Fair
So I'm
enough.
good
Yeah.
with that.
Stylized, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. These creature designs are.
This reminds me of Tim Burton
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
It does.
Stream audio is being requested to be turned up a little bit.
God, this looks beautiful. I mean, honestly though, like, I wonder how it works in VR versus on PS5, just in general.
And a small flame.
Yeah.
I assume it's fully in first person in VR or something.
Sounds
That
good
looks
now.
cool.
Thanks, Daniel.
Midnight walk. No problem.
Wish list now. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
My
That
interest is piqued.
That went pretty hard.
Touchping says Coraline vibes. Yeah, I completely agree.
Mm-hmm.
Moon Hood.
I don't remember
Right.
when it happened, but I remember how I felt. Father told us to hide when they came to our house. Then they took him away.
They're going hard on spooky season
Mother
stuff.
said I
I know.
couldn't play
Well, I guess it is
outside
just
Gonna
about
be the
October.
season.
Yeah.
Everyone had fled. She
That's
said
a bunch of
that
Like a
she
mass
was
grave,
sick,
yeah.
but we would be okay. Mother always said monsters didn't exist. I thought they lived under my bed. We were both
No,
wrong.
I live under your.
They live
Ooh.
inside our heads.
Oh, that's.
Oh no.
Like the gaps in the body.
That's
It's like
when I
if
run
Kezu
away.
was a person. The combat looks cool as hell, though.
Yeah. Ooh.
God, what the heck?
I could mess with this.
Got a drone.
It's Watch Dogs.
This looks pretty interesting.
Oh, very unsettling character design.
Yeah. I'm into it.
But you know what? I like a game where you can just wreck stuff. Just called hell.
They gave that Spotty Man from Miles Morales thrown game.
Oh. You know what? He does look like that, doesn't he?
Oh man. Yeah, I love these monster designs.
So he gets a sword and dresses like a mix of a guy from The Division and Assassin's Creed.
Hell is us.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
You know, the combat looked slick. The enemy designs are also really creepy and cool.
My story is a tale of rules rewritten by nuclear fire.
Oh, hey, Serdar!
Oh, VR.
Have you seen Yana?
Yeah, I'm surprised how
Something
much VR
happened.
stuff they're showing.
She's in no
Yeah.
state to be wandering
People have
out
been
in
saying
Metro
PSVR
alone.
2 is dead, but
Yeah.
really not. Ooh, I love a VR game with a realistic reload.
Please, just let Yana be alright. What is that?
And keep going with the spookies, I guess.
Jeez.
I don't know that I want to play this one in VR. That might. This is a bit
second
too
thoughts.
realistic.
Did you not hear any?
I might need a real inhaler.
Is that you?
Like this.
I'm seeing things.
I don't know, it's always the goofy floating hands in front of me that kind of take me out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Could you not just put arms on the hands?
fear to prevent something worse.
Especially when you can look at yourself in the mirror, apparently, and you have arms.
Right.
Metro Awakening VR.
Remember?
Cacao game.
So, how did it feel to learn the truth about the night sky tragedy? Long ago, you humans slaughtered each other until the whole world lay in
I mean,
ruins.
the combat looks cool as hell, but what kind of game is
And
it?
yet,
Right.
you have been granted another chance in Auroria. It must be the will
Looks
of
like an
your
MMO or
beloved
something.
Mother Goddess.
Which honestly,
However,
an MMO that looks like this could be
I
cool.
still have no trust in your kind.
Oh, he's a big man.
I mean,
Yeah, the combat looks slick. I'm not sure if the overall style is doing it for me very much, but the combat does look slick.
there's such a variety of characters that I just feel like this is an action MMO, which would prove I could mess with that. I like that.
If you survive this trial,
It may look good, but man, the combat style feels like something I've seen in many titles this before.
Yeah.
You're dodging and rolling and hitting.
Sure. Though to be fair, that's mainly Zenless too, and I love that.
you might become one of us.
Yeah, it didn't do too much for me.
I think it had a really nice art style to it. Visually was pretty impressive. Frame rate was nice. Is this Palworld?
This is Palworld?
It sure
You
is.
gotta be
Oh,
kidding
wow.
me right now.
That's some timing right there.
This is
Wow.
this must be awkward.
Remember when
Yeah.
Palworld had money to spend on trailers?
I know Sony wanted to get involved with Palworld like in the beginning,
Oh.
It's just gonna be them hunting Mario.
be a little footnote saying they were sued by Nintendo.
Yeah, impeccable timing on this.
It is really hard to look at these character designs and think about anything other than Pokemon.
It really is. I mean, that's always been the case.
Some of them so much more closely than others.
True.
I mean the PS5 Pro. Oh, or it's out
Out
today.
today? Oh,
Today, Shadow Drop.
until it's no longer
Thanks to
available.
Pocket Pair for that new look at Palworld, an incredible open world survival game that's launching today on the PlayStation 5 console. We have a few more games with breaking news today, starting with the return of two beloved RPGs from the original PlayStation.
The
All right.
original PlayStation. Which is
Oh,
this?
Lunar.
Lunar.
Lunar? That's cool. Okay, that's cool.
Let's
these
go.
games.
I've always wanted to play these.
Oh, dude, you should. They're great.
Don't give me more RPGs to play.
I know, right?
Lunar Remastered Collection brings together Lunar, the Silver Star story complete,
These
and Lunar 2,
games are
Eternal Blue
so good.
complete, with updated visuals, widescreen mode, and more.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, please.
Look at
Now,
that.
did they update the cutscenes? Because the animation is ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, dude, Steve, you're gonna love these games,
Lunar
man.
Remastered Collection comes to PS5 and PS4
Bring
in
next year.
spring
Next year, so you got some
2025.
time. That's a cool surprise.
2 updates on Teenage Mutant.
Yes, I was hoping this would be here. Yes.
We got the 2 new characters.
First, the
Nice.
Radical
This was
Reptiles
leaked yesterday,
DLC,
but we didn't know when it was
which
coming
adds
out. But yeah, I
Mondo
figured
Gecko
it'd be
and
during
Mona
State of
Lisa
Play.
as playable characters.
I can't believe they added Mona
And for
Lisa.
no
She's
extra
in
cost,
one
a
episode of the
remixed
original
in-game
series.
soundtrack
But
featuring
it's like one of my
some
That's
favorite.
guest composers.
That's
Yeah.
enough to.
Both of these
And the
will
remix
arrive
soundtrack.
later today.
Yes, today. Let's go. I'm so excited.
Nice.
I know what I'm doing tonight.
Wow. Sanic?
Oh,
Shadow.
hey.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Right. This is like your friend having breakfast
Geez, the
with you,
fur on
coming
this-
over for lunch.
What? This movie Shadow?
And yes, you heard right. Keanu Reeves is joining Sonic X Shadow Generations as part of the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie.
What?
I can play as
This
Keanu
update
Reeves
is
and
inspired by scenes from the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie.
What?
It arrives December 12th.
they are making
The Sonic
the
Hedgehog
movie the
3
game.
movie pack is included
That's
in the
so
digital
funny.
deluxe
So it's like a
edition,
DLC thing.
which lets you play the game 3 days
December
ahead of its
12th.
October 25th release date.
They're doing a lot of PlayStation exclusive
What?
content for Sonic X Shadow.
Oh, Fantasian.
Oh, it's Fantasian. Yeah.
Nice.
Hello, State of Play.
I'll be
I'm
right back.
Sakaguchi,
All right.
producer of Fantasian Neo Dimension.
We found out recently from Gamescom previews about this that you can select various Final Fantasy battle themes for your battle theme in this, which is cool.
What the heck?
Yeah.
That's cool.
スキルの起動操作したりと短式バトルにも新要素を盛り込んでいます。
I want to play this.
ファイナルファンタジ
Well,
ー
I
シ
guess
リ
it
ー
makes sense
ズ
since
と共に
music is by
上松さんです。
Uematsu, yeah.
PlayStation 5にて
December
2024
5th
年
on PS.
12
Man, that's
月
close to my
20日発売
birthday.
どうか皆さんにプレイしていただけたらと。
Sakaguchi knew.
Hey, Daniel, you want to play another JRPG?
I know, seriously.
We're just over a month away from the release of Dragon Age the Veilguard.
Sorry about
Let's
that.
check in with BioWare
All
and
good.
Electronic Arts for an extended look at a
Fantasian,
climactic battle.
I got to play that at PAX West, and yeah, the Final Fantasy battle themes were a treat. Oh man,
Yeah.
are we gonna see more Giga Chads?
We've gotten word from the wardens. Have they found Gillenane? Not yet. But
You
they
know,
found something else worth
I'm
killing.
happy for everybody
One
who's
of her
really
blighted
excited for Dragon
dragons.
Age. 100% not my thing. I've tried.
Yep, that is exactly how I feel about it as well.
Good. Wouldn't miss it. We have unfinished business with that dragon.
We've tracked it to a ruined tower nearby. That lair is a death trap.
But I'd also argue Western RPGs
We need to lure her
largely are
out
not
to
my
have any
thing.
chance.
That's, yeah, same.
So we challenge her. Draw the dragon.
There are very,
out into the open.
very specific ones I'll make an exception for, but yeah.
Just you and me now.
But yeah, I know people are hyped as hell, and I'm super happy for
Get
them.
ready.
Yeah, a lot of my friends are excitedly waiting for this game, and I'm like, that's cool. I mean, I'm sure they feel the same way when I talk about stuff I'm dying to play. You know? I'm like, Echoes of Wisdom, and they're like, cool.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Helldivers.
Come on.
That being said, I can respect, I mean, visually, it's damn impressive.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that. It's like, I don't care about your...
Hit the wing.
Sure, whatever. Fire whatever you want.
Second detachment. Flank on the walls. Let's go.
The gameplay. I'm glad it wasn't just a
Appreciate
full
that.
CGI trailer.
Yeah, gameplay looks good.
It does, yeah.
I mean, it's I don't know. I tried Dragon Age Inquisition, and it just didn't click for me at all.
Are they monster
with this-
hunting right now?
I know, right? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm honestly a bit surprised we haven't heard a single mention of PS5 Pro yet.
Right.
Like it just seems interesting to me that they, you know, with it on the horizon into the next model, that we haven't seen that. Speaking of which, also Lego Horizon.
I feel like we might get a release date announcement for that today.
I feel like
Lego Horizon. Yeah.
because there almost certainly won't be another state of play before it comes out.
And the ESRB leaked the Zero Dawn remastered last week, so I'm thinking we'll see that too.
I'd be okay with that. I know people are upset about this, but I almost viewed my PS5 the same way I view my Switch. It's just like the more games that I have that are native to it, the better. Like,
Sure.
Just give me ways to play all kinds of stuff.
I mean, I love Horizon in general. I just know I don't have time to replay it. As cool as it would be to replay it via a remastered version, I just know I don't have time. I love those games to death, though.
I just wonder what that would mean for the PC. It's already out there. Sorry, Dan, you were saying?
Oh no, I'm just definitely more interested in the Lego version at this point.
What's next?
I desperately want to play Lego Horizon.
Yeah, same.
Adding a bit of humor to Horizon could make for a really fun formula.
Yeah. Oh, fun. Oh, dear. Damn. That turned around fast.
Consume their flesh. Shatter their bones.
This is a pretty lengthy preview.
It is, yeah. Oh, jeez.
Just about reached the length, I think, in
Uh-huh.
Your battle is already lost.
I like the design of that central villain there. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an interesting thing, and I think if you like Dragon Age, this probably was the hypest thing you could have seen.
This is
absolutely.
His first time in Bright Falls.
What is this?
The FBC's research
Alan Wake.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Oh, right.
The lake house.
God, I need to finish this. I have it on Xbox.
I need to play this. I know Brandon adores it.
Yeah, Brandon mentioned that this was like a really, really great game, and I liked what I played, but it's just one of those things where something else came up and I had to move on and just kind of forgot to come back.
Look at all the fun that we had with this game.
It's so joyous, like Astro Bot.
Yeah.
This presentation started with Astro Bot dressed as Helldivers and Stellar Blade dancing.
I feel like this is Alan Wake. People are positing that it's Control
Pretty
too.
sure.
Yeah,
No,
see?
it's not
Alright.
The Lake House. Next month.
Spooky season.
Give up the firearm.
Oh, more VR too.
Yeah. I kind of say they're. Is this Hitman VR? It's gotta be.
It looks like it.
Oh man.
I would play.
Yeah.
Oh. Look, he's got arms.
Agent 47.
Yeah.
As in VR.
Ooh, I like the little knife flip animation there. This has got to be. If this isn't Hitman,
It looks like it
so.
is.
yeah. If it's not Hitman, it's clearly inspired by him.
That one punch looked a little janky. Oh, well.
I mean, it's best to dispose the body in the bathroom. I don't speak from experience.
Ooh, Frank. Looks at the frying pan and then chooses a gun.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice. You know what? I want to play that. That is a
December.
cool idea. Do I have to wear the suit while I do it?
It's only appropriate.
It's true.
Adds to the immersion.
Nothing says fun like wearing a three-piece suit to play video games.
And my brethren.
This got leaked earlier.
We're still suiting up for the
Oh, yeah.
Transgression.
for the Game Awards.
Kind of
Oh,
right.
absolutely. I'm going full tuxedo. I might even wear a cummerbund.
agony. The fate of this world was
You know, I'm happy for this, but I was never the biggest Soul Reaver fan. I much prefer the original Legacy of Kain games.
I know Derek loves these games.
They're not bad games by any stretch. It's just I feel like these got their flowers, whereas the original Legacy of Kain really is not viewed in the same light. Which is unfortunate because it's a cool ass RPG. I mean, that said, I will almost certainly pick this up because It is one of those games that, despite being well respected, it's harder to get your hands on these days.
Yeah.
Don't fight it, Rastia.
But he has the most late 90s, early aughts ass design ever, with like the part in his hair.
does.
Right, yeah.
He's got RGB in his chest for some reason.
Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered arrives December
Oh damn,
10th,
that's soon.
celebrating the 25th
Yeah.
anniversary of the first game's release.
Dang. Right after my birthday.
You sure we can't just do the same?
Games from the original PlayStation era also inspired Fear the Spotlight from Blumhouse Games. It brings atmospheric polygonal scares to PS5 and PS4 on October 22nd.
Just go home, Viv.
I find games like this interesting because they say they're inspired by it, and you can tell that it's definitely a lo-fi presentation, but it doesn't look like a PS1 game to me.
So I actually played this at Summer Game Fest, and it ruled. If you're into Silent Hill 1 at all, it really captures that Silent Hill 1 vibe, and it was so
Villagers
good.
and nurture vast
Yeah.
ecosystems in Towers of Agazba.
It was like literally one of my favorite things I played at SGF.
This colorful world includes unique
Yeah, I know. Look
features,
at that.
a peculiar
It's
cast of characters,
visually very impressive.
and also allows you to invite other
I feel like
players to
this
visit your
generation is
island.
going to be defined by people on gliders.
Towers of Agazba launches into early access this November. Up next, Epic Games brings a split-screen mode to LEGO Fortnite this October. This feature enables friends and family to explore the world and build villages together while playing on the same PS5 or PS4. And in other Fortnite news, the new Fortnite Limited Edition DualSense wireless controller arrives later this year, with pre-orders
I love that
starting
color,
October
the
3rd.
blue
Yeah,
color.
but that's just the standard blue controller. They made it
yeah.
worse.
Here, but we just
Yeah.
decals on
They just
it.
made it worse, yeah.
I was going to say they took one of their
It's
best colors
1
and made it
versus
ugly.
1000 in
Yeah.
Dynasty Warriors Origins. And Koei Tecmo Games is ready to share the release date. Let's take a look.
Oi, Tecmo.
Guardian of Peace. You have crossed paths with men who may one day bring about order. Until
Let Koei
then,
Tecmo
you must
do
adapt
Dynasty
to the
Warriors, but
chaos and find a
in
way
Lego
to
form.
survive. So
That'd be
choose your
hilarious.
path wisely.
Yeah.
Go forth.
Pieces
and
flying
learn what it
everywhere.
means to be a hero.
I feel like the retro voxel levels in Astro Bot.
You claim to strive for justice, but have no way to achieve it. Tearing down the system without providing an alternative is mere wanton destruction.
I mean, this looks like Dynasty Warriors. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's just nice. Like,
Yeah, you know what you're getting with these games.
Yeah, they've slowly become more defined by the properties that aren't specifically Dynasty Warriors at this point, mostly on like
exactly.
Nintendo hardware
Like,
now.
That remains.
I want them to do a collab with Gundam or something.
That'd be cool.
Well, they have. They did 3 of them.
Still waiting for my Kirby Warriors, man.
I will say though that it is cool to see this on like high-end hardware because like Daniel said, I'm used to seeing these on Nintendo hardware where there's still like it's a spectacle how many enemies are on screen, but you sacrifice a lot of visual fidelity for that.
Yeah.
Many frames were dropped in those
Both now
ones.
says GVG Warriors.
I was still hoping that I imagined the whole thing. It's burned into my mind.
Is this? That's Monster Hunter.
Oh, Monster Hunter. Oh, too bad Brandon's not here.
I don't think I've ever seen a.
So,
I mean, I've
Captain,
seen people
what's
in
your
Monster
team
Hunter,
been
but
getting
not
up
presented
to?
like that
The
way.
guild gave special assignments to some of the other units
Running
from the
away
expedition.
from monsters
Mine
being
included.
terrorized and shit. But I'm. Oh, poor Brandon.
This force
I feel
I
like
know.
somewhere he doesn't know why, but he's feeling cold.
Yeah.
He's like something's missing.
That's causing the water currents to surge too.
Dang, it looks so
I feel
good
like
though.
This is its
I feel like
territory.
Brandon's the only one
We're
who could
intruders.
turn me into a full-fledged Monster Hunter fan. I've played quite a bit of it,
Yeah. Oh, this is.
but I feel
Cool
like if
looking
Brandon and I
monster.
played it regularly, I'd be into it.
Yeah. Oh, I love the water effects. Like, what a cool monster.
Yeah, this is a Brandon-ass game.
We got fish.
I will say, when we see the bright and colorful segments, I'm like, damn, I want to live in this world.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, using the environment, that's awesome.
That is awesome. Every time I see a Monster Hunter game and I watch the trailers, I'm like, I want to play this. And then I play it and I'm like, this is very complicated for me.
Yeah, from the same way. Like, I've definitely had that experience where, like, I get it. I get why people love the gameplay loop of these games so much, but whenever I try to get really into it, I just kind of... It just doesn't quite mesh for me.
This is one of those that if I had a regular hunting party and we got together like once a week and played,
Yeah.
it would become a fixture in my life very
I think so too.
That's essentially how Brandon got so hardcore into it.
Someone's in trouble.
Gonna have that
It
crew.
seems we must do a more thorough investigation.
Yeah, I mean that's how I've gotten hooked into multiple different games. GTA Online was a big one for me too. Just had a
You're a
regular group that I
hunter.
played with, and eventually it just became a
You've
thing
got a
I did
weapon
every week.
and you do nothing.
Man, this is looking fantastic, though.
This does look really impressive.
Oh, so wish Brandon could have been
I love
here to
how
react to
logo
that.
goes into a 6.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
Oh yeah, Brandon pointed that out a little while back, and I hadn't caught it at all either.
I mean,
All
for
right,
the crossover
what's
content for that
next?
game too. You know, they're gonna cross over with everything like the previous Monster Hunter games.
Mm. Closing in on half an hour here.
皆さんこんにちは。モンスターハンターワイルズプロデューサーの津本です。
Oh, it's the same day as Pirate Yakuza. Damn.
2025年2月28日、世界同日発売に決定いたしまし本日より順次予約を
Yeah,
開
that's
始
the
し
same day
ま
as
すので、
Pirate Yakuza,
ぜ
as
ひご予
Ghost
約い
Trick
ただ
Number
けれ
One
ばと
fan
思います
points out. That's a
PlayStation ストアでご予約
Ooh,
いただ
that's
い
a
た
big
方
day.
限定の特典
Something
と
tells
し
me
て
Brandon's not gonna have trouble
PlayStation
making
5で
his pre-order choices.
Yeah, I know,
デ
right?
ジタルミニアートブックをご用意します。
I am
9月
interested in
26
Pirate
日の
Yakuza as well,
23
though.
時からは
Same.
It's just a weird ass game.
2024カプコンオンラインプログラムを放送いたします。それでは引き続きモンスターハンターワイルズの情報にご注
Say,
目ください。
scheduling a state of play right up against TGS is a pretty smart move because you know people have stuff to show.
Yeah.
Look at
Oh,
those
there we go.
choppers.
Oh, there we go.
Trail spots aren't cheap, so let's get started.
This just looks
Hunter
delightful.
with a
silly.
mysterious past.
Yeah.
And her very heroic friends are all that stands in the way of an unspeakable evil. Join them as they explore, hunt, collect
here we
outfits,
go.
and decorate their village.
Looks so fun.
This is awesome.
This just
But
looks
wait,
silly and I
there's
love
more.
it.
Yeah.
Digital deluxe edition. You get this
It's a roller
exciting
coaster.
blue roller thing. And snazzy costumes like the Shadow Stalwart outfit. And this
Sackboy.
what that is.
Oh, they had Ratchet.
Oh,
back
dang.
there.
there's one.
Yeah.
Or why they're
And
plugging
Rivet.
that cannon. But look how much fun
So
they're
then,
having.
will the Switch version have
Come and join
Nintendo
the party.
characters?
Mother's heart. Phew, got it all in.
No, you didn't.
Oh wow, notice how it
It's the
doesn't say
pre-order.
Switch.
Yeah, of course.
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani. We are so
No release
excited
date, though,
for
huh?
everyone to get their hands on LEGO Horizon Adventures when it launches on November
Everybody's wearing
14th.
Sackboy outfits these
There it
days.
is,
Aloy
okay.
has more good
I was
news
like,
on the
no.
horizon.
Oh, here we go. Here's the remaster.
Now let's get serious.
Aloy's original adventure, Horizon Zero Dawn, is being remastered for PS5 and PC by Guerrilla
Game is
and
so
Nixxes.
good.
Horizon Zero Dawn
Yeah.
Remastered includes more than 10 hours of re-recorded conversation mocap and countless graphical improvements that bring the game to the same visual fidelity as Horizon.
It's been a while since I played the original, but I can already like see the differences very easily.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can too.
definitely.
Definitely. Oh man, this game's so good. I wish I had time to replay this.
This new version of
Oh, it's
Horizon
soon.
Zero Dawn will arrive
whoa,
October
Halloween?
31st.
Yeah, it's really soon.
Wow.
And anyone who owns the original PS4 version of the game will be able to upgrade to the new PS5 version for $9.99.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
That's
Visit
cool.
PlayStation
Yeah.
blog for more details and
I
watch
like
the
that.
full trailer to see all
that's
the
the version I
enhancements to
have.
Aloy's epic quest.
That's super impressive. $9.99 for an upgrade.
That's crazy.
New content
really
is
hard
on
to
the
be
way
mad
to
at
the
that.
action-packed world of Stellar Blade.
Anyone else played
A new
this?
photo mode lets players set up the perfect picture with your choice of
I
poses,
have
expressions,
played the
and
demo,
filters.
and I'll be honest, for me, the physics just didn't work the way I wanted.
You know,
it to.
me neither.
Bit weird.
Me neither. Yeah.
And Stellar Blade's
Yeah,
original
I
soundtrack
expect a
featuring
character
over
with that
180
design
songs
to
from
be
the game
super
is available
fast,
on select
agile,
streaming
you know?
services starting today.
And she just didn't feel like that when I played, and I was like, it took me out of it immediately.
Same. And also the really weirdly
not all.
localized text kind of took me out of it too.
Near?
Oh,
I just told the
to
music
be.
right away.
Oh, wow.
That's the city music.
Sci-fi worlds collide in the Stellar Blade and
my
Nier
God, it's
Automata
city ruins.
collaboration,
What the
coming
heck?
to Stellar Blade later
That's
this
cool.
year.
Oh, damn it.
Yoko Taro's at it again.
Now I might need to play it.
Yoko Taro is not sleeping.
Now let's talk about what's ahead for PlayStation Plus. First, your monthly games for October are WWE 2K24, Dead Space, and Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. These
That's a
will be
very
available
different
for
mix
all
of games
PlayStation
there.
subscribers
Yeah.
starting October 1st. Meanwhile,
just
our
got that
library of
physically,
PlayStation
too.
Classics continues to grow, with 2 more fan
Got that
favorites
from,
from the original PlayStation
X,
arriving later this
but
year.
for Switch.
Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, and Capcom's Dino.
Hey!
Oh, nice.
Dino
Damn.
Crisis!
Hell, Christ.
Naughty Dog fans know September
John
26th
Muncher, you
is
got it.
Last of Us Day, and we're celebrating by adding the critically acclaimed PS5 hit The Last of Us Part 1 to the PlayStation Plus game catalog this Thursday.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right.
Well, well.
Uh-oh, we're getting the shapes.
And
What happens now?
Time for the
it
brand
was gonna
porn.
be fancy with it.
Ooh.
Controller?
I mean, these are all the ones we've had?
Are you gonna
Yeah.
blast the
That one's new, I think, right?
PS1
The green one?
versions for us?
Yeah, that green one looks new. Oh, they are all new. It's just the lighting threw me off.
Metallic
Yeah.
colors.
They're
So,
metallic, yeah.
A white
oh, they're
metallic
nice.
versus
The shell, too.
silver?
Just a pure
those are
white
all-
one.
Yeah, that
Really
white
nice.
one is green.
Do you like colors?
I like that white
Here's
one.
white
I'm
with
not gonna
no-
lie. They might be able to sell me a white one.
I like all those.
Chroma.
Chroma collection.
Interesting.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark.
Uh-oh,
Cerny.
PS5 Pro time.
We recently
go.
revealed the newest addition to the PlayStation 5 family, PS5 Pro, alongside several games showcasing the superior frame rates and improved graphics that the new console makes possible. With PS5 Pro, developers have access to 3 key improvements.
He's so calm all
an
the
upgraded
time.
GPU,
I know.
advanced
I just
ray
wanna see him
tracing,
lose his
and
mind once.
AI-driven upscale that combine
You
to
heard
bring
about our
developers
pisser?
closer to realizing their unique vision.
Yes,
We're excited for players to get their hands on PlayStation 5 Pro when it launches this November. But in the meantime, here's a look at some of the games that are being enhanced for the new console.
Okay, we do
including
get
a few
like a-
titles that we're revealing for the very first time today.
Spider-Man, please. Please.
Spider-Man?
It doesn't need it. I just want to see
just wanna
Spider-Man
see it.
looking even
Just,
better.
just to see how much they show of FF7.
Watch, they just show
Yeah.
Silk Song.
I know.
Silk Song runs on this.
There
Here,
you go.
of course,
first
they're
game.
starting out with Rebirth, yeah.
First game they showed
Yeah.
was Rebirth.
I'm telling you, it's the best showcase because it looks soft on the PS5. Forbidden West, Last of Us Part 2, Hogwarts. Man, they are really blazing through these.
God. I like that these are
Jedi Survivor, interesting.
too. You're solid. Delta.
I mean, it's not even out yet, but sure, okay.
Well, I mean, it just means it'll have enhancements,
Yeah.
right? I'm okay with that. Resident Evil Village, Stellar Blade. Demon Souls, a launch title.
RE4. Okay. Oh, Rift Apart, nice.
I wonder what you do with Rift Apart.
Ah, there you go.
Spider-Man!
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man mentioned. I'm a happy guy.
Miles, my boy.
I mean, I don't even think Spider-Man needed anything, but
No.
I'll be curious to see. I bet it'll be this typical quality mode, graphics, performance mode, frame rate, which, again, I love that.
Yeah, for sure.
60 FPS is that'd be
No,
nice.
no.
How long is it supposed to be? I wonder.
Oh, what do we have here?
In a world.
Also, oh, that was you.
Beyond the edge of Japan.
Ghost of Tsushima?
Is it the sequel?
Might be
Please.
Tsushima.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
If it's Tsushima 2.
To disappear.
I really need to play
I feel
the
like
first
that's yeah, this is so this is Tsushima
Ghost of
2.
Tsushima.
game. Cool.
Ghost
Ghost
of
of Tsushima. Nice.
But you are hunting.
Oh.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Yes!
Nice.
Let's go!
Every Ronin here.
I've been so ready for this.
You.
Oh man.
Still think you're the hunter?
Come on. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And maybe I am. I have doubts.
Oh, he just got got.
This Rise of the Ronin DLC? No, come on. Yes! I knew it. Okay.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Dang.
Look at this.
Wow.
Oh my god, it looks so good.
Look at this. Hell yeah.
Come on, when does this come out? Oh,
2026.
this looks fucking incredible. Holy
This looks,
shit.
this looks gorgeous.
Oh, he looks so much more evil. Like I'm loving this. Oh, because it's not him. Dual wielding katana. That's dope. God, the environments are so
It's
gorgeous.
So pretty, yeah.
Ghost of
Yotei.
Yotei.
All right.
Oh.
All right.
Next year.
Sweet.
I got goosebumps, man.
That was a
I
that
can't
was a
wait.
great reveal. Yeah.
I think that wraps it up, probably, huh?
Astro Bot DLC, Ghost of Tsushima sequel,
Palworld.
Lego Horizon. Not bad, honestly.
Lunar Collection,
Yeah.
TMNT DLC.
Stellar Blade and Near. The heck?
I mean, that was as states of play go. Pretty
That was one of the better
solid.
ones. Yeah, I got to ask John later what he thinks of Lunar because he looked at the leaks and he's like, it's nothing really that exciting. I'm like,
Well,
wait a minute.
So I've seen the leak that John referenced.
Oh,
and
okay,
A
it
lot
wasn't
of
in it.
stuff that was in here was not on there.
Oh, okay, cool. I was like, wait a minute.
I'll just play some of this now.
Oh, Astro Bot looked so good. The fact that I get to find a Helldiver in Astro Bot just
I
makes
know.
me happy. That's like, and I will say the one thing that Astro Bot was missing, though I couldn't really fault it at the time of review, was the speedrun stuff that was in Playroom. Like, I love that there's speedrun levels because when
Yeah.
the PS5 first came out, I was highly competitive about them. Like, I think I got the trophy for having like a super short speedrun time or something like that in the DLC they eventually released for that game. And I'm excited to see what they do with speedrunning in this one because I'll tell you, I went back to Astro's Playroom to get the trophies that they introduced right before
Yeah.
the launch of Astro Bot.
Same.
And it is a much slower, much heavier game than Astro Bot. Astro Bot feels way more fine-tuned once you go back to it.
Still had a great time going back to it, but yeah, Astro Bot is a clear improvement for sure.
Oh yeah. It's just one of those things where Astro Bot plays the way you remember Playroom playing until you go back and play Playroom and you're like, actually, Playroom is a much slower experience than
Yeah.
Astro Bot. Like they really tuned the mechanics really well.
Definitely agree. But yeah, as far as states of play go, that was one of the better ones.
Yeah, man,
fine.
ending on Ghost of Yotei was such a
Yeah.
good idea. That was,
Yeah.
I was like, once they said every Ronin was after you, I was like, please tell me I'm not cheering for Rise of the Ronin DLC. Like, not that that game's terrible, but it wouldn't elicit like a hype ass reaction from me.
Right.
And then realizing that it is seemingly a whole new story too. I'm here for that. I Sucker Punch did such a great job with Ghost of Tsushima. Another Sony game I've been replaying on PC. I'm here for that. Like whenever that comes out, that is a day zero purchase for me.
Would you prefer that or a direct sequel?
I think the Iki Island expansion was as much sequel as I needed.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I think that you can only go so far within the realm of like fictionalized history
Yeah.
with it remaining believable. So I think if they put Gene Sakai at the center of yet another historical event in Japan, it would be a little weird.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, I thought the state of play was okay. So
Yeah, I mean,
different games hit for different people in different ways. So yeah, I thought.
yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I got Shredder's Revenge DLC, man. I'm happy. It's interesting how Sony continues to feature TMNT specifically at these things because it's not the first time we've seen Shredder's Revenge in a state of play, and they also revealed the Cowabunga collection in a state of play. It's like PlayStation has this like random weird relationship with TMNT, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, I would say though the one concern I have coming out of it, because I understand, Daniel, how you could land on it just being okay, is that we didn't see that big holiday game that I was hoping we'd see.
Yeah.
We didn't see anything that's like, this is a big thing coming, between now and Christmas to move PS5 consoles. And it seems like the PS5 Pro really is the thing that they're leaning on as like their big holiday item. And that's cool. But, I think online reactions have shown that the interest is for a much smaller subset of PlayStation players than if you release a traditional, big franchise game. I don't want to say AAA because AAA games these days are scary, but like an attention grabbing game.
I kind of wonder when we'll see. I know it's still a bit too soon yet, but of course, I loved the Burning Shores so much, and it set things up for Horizon 3 in such a more exciting way than the ending of Horizon 2 did. And I'm just wondering when we're going to get our first glimpse or news about Horizon 3, or if it'll even be a PS6 game, although I can't see it being that far off. So I wonder when we'll get some Horizon 3 news. Maybe end of next year?
That's tough. I mean,
like, what else are they working on?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, like 20. Oh, that's right.
They're
We
doing
got
the online
Keanu
thing.
Reeves.
Oh, right. That's which is so random.
The movie, the game. It's like
I love that
I
though,
think, or something. But
something like that. But like they're definitely doing some cool exclusivity stuff with Sonic X Shadow on PlayStation.
It's really cool to see the to see the movie Shadow model in a game.
Yeah,
Like, I think that's rad.
Oh, I can't wait for this game. Cannot wait. Between the trailer we saw this morning during Sonic Central and this, and I guess there's another new trailer that I haven't watched yet that also came out today that I need to check out.
Yeah, at this point, I'm in full on ignore mode for
Oh,
Sonic
fair enough.
trailers. Like I've seen enough. I know I'm going to play it.
yeah,
How I'll feel after I play it is a question mark, as it always is with Sonic. But I've seen enough to know that I'm going to pick up the game and give it a shot.
By the way, we did have another super chat come in right before the start of the show from Mio. Mio HH, actually. Thank you so much with €5. If FF7 Rebirth isn't running well on PS5, isn't it kind of the developer's fault for wanting too much? They should know what the PS5 is capable of, no? And yeah, I'm sure they know what the PS5 is capable of, but Square Enix, you have to remember, also kind of has a history of pushing the borders of visual fidelity with not only their releases in general, but Final Fantasy specifically. So I'm not surprised that they,
I would also posit that Rebirth likely was in development longer than 5 years, and that would mean that it was in development well before the release of the PlayStation 5 itself. And so it may be that when they were in the design phases for this game, they didn't know what the scope of the hardware was.
Good point.
So, games develop over time. Game development is complicated. It's hard. I appreciate everybody who makes video games because I can't do it.
Same.
And so I wouldn't fault the developers necessarily. I think that maybe, as projects shift in scope and change, you just realize that you're building something that maybe outstrips the power of the hardware, or maybe you've been told that there's a more powerful piece of hardware coming and you're designing around that, and it just doesn't come in time for your game.
One of the
good point.
The stresses of having such long development times for certain games these days.
Yeah, it's funny because I remember the wait for Ocarina of Time being a wildly long for its time, 5 years, and just being, it felt like agony. And these days it feels like that's just normal.
It's just
like every game takes that
industry
long.
standard, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we used to joke about Duke Nukem Forever taking 14 years, and I'm confident we'll see another game that takes that long. It might be Silksong at this point.
Yeah, I've been hearing from like just anecdotally, but just in conversations I've had personally, that people are starting to think that Silksong has been canceled. I don't see it. I don't think it's been canceled. I know it's taken a long time, but I don't think it's been canceled.
Personally, said something if so.
I think so. Yeah.
People need to remember Cuphead's Delicious Last Course also took several years to develop. So these are indie developers who, the larger the scope of their project gets, they don't just have the money to add 1,000 people on the development team to get it out faster. They're probably still working on a shoestring budget with a small group of people.
Right. Hey, we got another super chat from our friends, the Couch Kids, with $10. Thank you so much. Shout out from the Couch Kids. Hope the GVG gang is doing well. Great coverage, fun state of play. Personally hyped for Lunar and Fantasian. How are you guys feeling about the PS5 Pro? Is it necessary? And we've definitely talked a bit about that during the presentation. I know Steve you're quite excited about it, man.
I'm to be fair, and I think this is where people get confused, especially on social media. I can be excited for something and realize that it is wholly unnecessary.
Right.
Yeah. It is an extra thing. And this, I say this about video games very often, but it's true of hardware as well. More options is a good thing. Like if you want a high-end super enthusiast console and you want to spend that money, go for it. But if you don't want it, don't. Like that's not a problem. I don't think that the existence of the Pro invalidates the existence of the original PS5. And God knows that I'm not upgrading every PS5 I have in my house to a Pro model. Like I'm going to have one, and my other PS5s will remain the standard model. So yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like if you've got the money and you have an eye for that stuff, like Derek can't see frame rates. He's just incapable of discerning between 30 and 60 FPS. If you're like Derek, it's probably not for you. My brother has a big old yellow hole burnt into his TV. Maybe don't buy a PS5 Pro. You're probably wasting money. But the point is, it's just an optional thing. So I don't think it necessarily has to exist. I also don't think that you're somehow less of a gamer if you don't buy it. Arguably, with the way social media is going, you're more of one. So I just happen to really like tech. I'm a tech enthusiast, and so this is something I'm going to pick up, and I will pick apart its performance as soon as I'm able to get my hands on it and see, put it through its paces.
I mean, I'm definitely someone who got the PS4 Pro, but I just can't see myself dropping that kind of money on a PS5 Pro. If money was no issue, sure, why not? But for me, it doesn't. I just don't think it fills a hole in my life that's necessarily my gaming life that's needed. But as Steve said, I agree. Whether it's necessary or not, more options is always better.
For most people, I don't think it's necessary. But if you're someone who can afford it and you can discern the value of having the upgrades that are part of it, then that's in your decision. So I won't fault anyone for getting it if they already have something like the PS5. I'm happy with just the PS5. I'm someone who grew up with Nintendo consoles. Anything graphically impressive. I'm easy to please, so that's where I stand with that.
Right.
Basically.
We also got $5 Canadian from Rayman 2, the game Rayman 2. Thank you so much.
The whole game.
Beyond Good and Evil 2 worries me. It would have probably come out much earlier if Michael how do you say it? Ansel? I don't know how to say it. Wasn't pretentious to the point of cutting off team members. BG&E 2 is a weird one because I think we'd all kind of written it off, and then for whatever reason they decided to have that new content in the BG&E 1 remaster that was like a new mission linking to BG&E 2. Like that was a weird choice for a game that supposedly is on ice, or they say it's not, but it seems like it is. I don't know. BG&E 2 is a weird one, and that remaster thing with the new content made it even weirder. I don't even know what to think about that one anymore.
I think, I think that there are people inside Ubisoft that really want that game to come out, and they're doing what they can to move the needle. Certainly including BG&E 2 tie-in content in the remaster is one way of applying pressure from within, right? Like, hey, we got these missions through, so people are going to expect the game now. We should make it. But ultimately, at the end of the day, people are people, and corporations are just groups of people with competing ideas, and whoever screams the loudest and has the highest paycheck is probably going to win out there. So I don't know what'll happen. But I wouldn't be surprised if we were watching like a What Happened episode about BG&E 2 in 10 years.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well,
I think that's pretty much everything. We've got all our super chats covered, and we've pretty much have stated everything we can about the play as far as we're all concerned. Is there any more thoughts you have on State of Play or PS5 or Sony, whatever? Any closing thoughts?
Well, I'm sure we'll relitigate a bit of it on this week's GVG cast as we do kind of a recap. But no, as both of you and particularly Steve, you said, personally, I think it was a slightly stronger State of Play than usual. Not everything landed for me, but there were some really genuine fun surprises. And the Lunar was really cool out of nowhere, and that's a really cool surprise.
Yeah. Really good setup for spooky season. Interesting to see VR enjoying a bit of a resurgence. Overall, pretty good. Liked it more than most, but I still think, the best State of Play, best Nintendo Direct. It's not a lot of a contest there, but I enjoyed this. I had fun, and there's definitely a bunch of new PS5 games that are on my watch list now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Al. Well, thank you all so much for watching us today and for checking out the State of Play with us. Keep your eyes on the channel for more videos coming up very soon. We have more coming up all the time. And I think that concludes this for now. So if you're watching the VOD or just watching right now, you leave a like, leave a comment, support us on Patreon as well. You can always do so. We always appreciate any support at all that you can give. Never necessary, but always appreciated. So yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, we're heading out now. So we will see you all very soon. Take care, everyone. Till we meet again.
Bye.
Bye.